This is the How to Play video for Ghost School. There are two types of cards in this game. The fear cards, which have red writing. A fear card will increase your fear meter by 1 as stated at the bottom of the card. Some also have an ability at the bottom, like this one. These abilities do not take place until the card is discarded. An important note to remember is that some action cards will let you move a fear to another player. This does not count as discarding the card, and the ability does not take place. The action cards have yellow writing. Each action card has the ability written on the bottom of the card. These abilities only happen when you decide to play the card. Action cards are either discarded into a discard pile or buried, which means to remove it from the game. When the draw pile, known as the school, is emptied, you shuffle the discard pile to refill the school. The first thing you want to do is separate the fear cards and the action cards. Shuffle the action cards and then deal 3 cards to each player. Next, shuffle the action and fear cards together and then place them in the middle. This pile is known as the school. After choosing who goes first, the game begins and the players will take turns following a clockwise order. On a player's turn, you must draw 1 card and can choose to play 1 action card or not. You may also choose the order. You can draw a card and then play an action, or play an action, then draw. If a fear is drawn, it goes directly into your fear meter. Once a player has 4 fear cards in their fear meter, they must draw 2 cards. This might be an instance to play an action first to remove your 4th fear and only draw 1 card. Now let's see how a few example rounds would play. I will go first and draw a card. I have drawn a fear, so it goes directly into my fear meter. Then, I would like to play an action to remove 1 fear. This fear card has an ability, so when it is discarded, every player must choose 1 card to discard from their hand. So now, I have drawn a card and played an action, and my turn is done. It now moves to the next player's turn.
I will draw first. I have drawn an action card, so my turn is done.
Now let's imagine the game has been going on for a couple of rounds and both of our fear meters have 4 cards. So now that there are 4 fear cards in my fear meter, I would have to draw 2 cards instead of only 1. But I can remove 2 fear with this action card. So I will do that. But this action card is buried after use. So I remove 2 fear, which go to the discard pile, and this card is removed from game. So now that I have gotten rid of 2 of my fear, I no longer have to draw 2 cards, so I draw 1. It's a fear, so it goes into my fear meter. Now my turn is done and it moves to the next player.
I cannot remove a fear, so I must draw 2 cards, since I have 4. They're both fear cards. So now I have 6, and I'm out of the game. All of my cards are placed into the discard pile.
That means that I am the only player left in the game, so the game is now over and I have won. This has been a quick how-to video on how to play Ghost School. Enjoy the game!